Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Jordan bringing you another video. Today's video, we've got episode 2 of our Draft to Glory series here in NHL 26 with the Saskatoon Bison. In this video, we are going to just get done season 1 as fast as we can. Just give you guys a little refresh here on what the lines are. So remember, Cullen, Gauthier, and Mastalurski. Those are the 3 forwards we drafted in episode 1. Ovechkin and Siegel are the 2 defensemen, as well as we have Devin and Petrov. Those are the 2 goalies we drafted. Alright guys, so we have the first 2 games of preseason done. I just went in and I played a little bit. I just wanted to get some action shots of our players for thumbnails, since that's kind of the style I like, is I'd like to get some players from our team on the thumbnails. For Calgary, we obviously had real life players to draw from. In this, we don't, so I have to go in and get some action shots. So yeah, we're just gonna get started here. We'll get the preseason done and we'll start the regular season. We will slow sim the first couple of games just to see who's gonna score the first goal for our franchise. I think that's like kind of a unique thing. Obviously, it only happens one time, so I would like to see it. You can see there we get stomped in preseason, 13-2 losses twice, and we go 0-8. I would be surprised if we even get a single win this year. But here we go, slow sim, the very first game in Saskatoon Bison history. Who's going to get the first goal? Hopefully one of our drafted players. Period number 1. All right, 3-0, period number 2. And then period number 3. Can we get a goal? All right, Dominic Toninato. I believe it's Dominic. I could be butchering that last name. The 3 stars, nobody from our team. We will just look here at all events. So write it down in the history books, guys. Toninato from Asperat for the first goal in Bison history. So here we go. The season sim back underway here. Oh, shoot. We're going to have to stop the sim here. I thought I had injuries turned off. I don't want injuries to be on, so let me just go ahead and fix that. Alright, so I went ahead and got injuries turned back off. We'll just best lines for Burnaby, because they don't matter yet. We have no drafted players there. And just for the first few seasons, honestly, however long it takes for us to fill out our NHL roster, that's how long we're going to stay with injuries off. Once our NHL roster is completely filled and we have some drafted players in the AHL, then we'll go ahead and we'll turn injuries on. I don't want to have to sign more players than what's necessary. Oh wow, we had 5 goals in that game against the Hurricanes. We had our first point on the season. And yeah, this first few episodes, they will be kind of short. Oh, stop the season sim here. We get our first win, a 5-2 win against the Chicago Blackhawks. Let's go take a look at that box score. So here we go. We got the box score from the game. First, the Blackhawks. Petrov made 35 saves. Oh, wow. Gauthier, our drafted player, had 2 goals, as well as Ward. He had 2 goals. We'll go take a look real quickly here. Not at the home stats, but at all events. And we'll just take a look at the goals. So Ward from Siegel and Mastalurski. You got Ward from Tumala and Toninato. Gauthier from Mastalurski. And then Gauthier from Ovechkin and Siegel. And then you have Gunler there. So the GWG, the 3rd goal of the game. So Gauthier, the first ever game-winning goal in Saskatoon Bison history. But yeah, as I was saying, the first few episodes are going to be pretty quick. I'll probably show most of, if not all of, the season sim in all those episodes, just because there's not going to be a lot to do. And then even again, once we get like more competitive, there won't necessarily be lots to do. You know, just because we're not making trades, we're not making free agent signings, it really does shorten things. And for the most part, every episode will just be a season sim from draft to draft. Once we get to the playoffs, maybe we'll do a season sim, and then we'll stop the video there and then do another video of the playoffs. But it could just be interesting, because what happens if we get bounced in round 1? Then that episode might only be 10 minutes long. So we'll see. You know, probably once we get to the playoffs, I will cut out a lot of the season sim. We'll just sim like 2 or 3 months at a time, and I'll show you guys the highlights. That way you're not missing out on anything. And then also it makes the video quite fast, because really in my eyes with the Draft to Glory series, it just makes sense that one video is one season, including playoffs. Just go from draft to draft. But here we are, we're into the new year, it's 2026, and we are 141-1. I'm pretty sure we already have it guaranteed we will be the worst team. So on the bright side of all this, we are guaranteed to have the 4th overall pick. Hopefully it's higher, man. I mean, it's gonna suck for McKenna to come here. Obviously right away he's gonna have no talent to play with, but hey, at least if he's here, that helps us tremendously and gives us some huge talent to build around. We're actually gonna just stop the sim here. I want to take a look at the edit lines screen, and I just want to see if any of our players, if we know what they are now, or if we have to draft them. Okay, so we know what all our players are. So Cullen, who we drafted, is a bottom 6 forward potential 51 overall sniper. Gauthier is AHL top 6 forward high. We'll take a look. He's a 2-way forward. And then Mastroliski, also AHL top 6 forward, and he's a 2-way forward. But he's producing not too bad. 8 goals and 18 assists. So that's a pretty good second line we have going on there. And defensively, Ovechkin, 7th D, medium potential, 50 overall. He is a 2-way defender. And then we have Nicholas Siegel. He's an offensive defenseman. That is really nice. His stats look pretty well flushed out. We'll take a look here. 73 overall, medium elite potential. So that's exactly what we're looking for, and he fits with this coach. That'd be the only thing. Obviously, we have to get new coaches at some point. I think what we'll do, though, let me know down below what you guys think of this. If we just keep the same coach until he retires, and then we're allowed to go out and get a different coach. I think that kind of makes it a little bit more interesting since it's Draft to Glory, but we're not allowed to draft a coach. So let me know what you think. Or maybe we should go ahead right away and get a coach with good teaching. That way, right away, we can start getting our guys developed. And there's a lot of different ways we can go about it. I think I would like to do the way which provides the best challenge, because this is going to be the only franchise mode on the channel for probably till around October. I really just want to wait for the Tugi Vasi Tactics roster. We'll just stay as a seller and we can keep simming because we're not making trades. But yeah, that's the roster I really want to wait for before I do anything with an NHL team. And I will put polls in my Discord as well as on the YouTube community page. So make sure, guys, if you're not in the Discord, make sure you join. I'll make sure the link is in the description of this video and every video moving forward. That's going to be the best place if you want to chat with me, or even just to get updates on when the videos are coming out, when the stream is coming out, or when the next stream is. I'm not too good at making sure I keep YouTube updated, but I am constantly talking in my Discord, letting everybody know when the next videos are and when the next streams are. Yeah, we're 168-3, so now we've got a couple more overtime losses, but obviously not another win. We probably only win the one game this year. Shout out to the Chicago Blackhawks and my friend Stanley Gaming for giving us that victory there. You love to see that. The Blackhawks are his favorite team, so you can see they're also the next team up there, bottom of the Central, just like we are. Yeah, 174-3. We're just about done here with the regular season. Let's stop the sim here and let's slow sim our very last game against the Machine TV's Pittsburgh Penguins. Alright, so here we are, guys. Last game of the regular season of our inaugural year. I'm honestly surprised we even got 5 points, so I consider this season a W, but let's go out with a bang. Period number 1. And we score the first goal. And we score the first goal. Gauthier on Tristan Jarry. Second period. Okay, we score the second goal, Trudeau, but they score 3 with Atkinson, Novak, and Letang. We've got 1 period left here, guys, and there we go. Toninato, he scores to make it 3-3. Come on, boys. Can we get a victory in the last game of the season? Give the fans a little bit of hope that things will be changing soon, or hopefully sooner rather than later. Come on. Is it going to go to overtime? 2 minutes left. And Malkin with a minute 13. And then Crosby gets one on the empty net. Oh, not even on the empty net. Crosby just adds another one. And we lose the last game of the season. You got Toninato as the 3rd star. We'll take a look here and see who got assists on the goals. So Gauthier from Cullen, Trudeau from Siegel, and then Toninato from Tverg and Asperod. Alright, here you go, guys. Looking at the stats, you can see Masterlurski, he led the team, 35 points, he had 13 goals and 22 assists. Siegel from the back end, he had 30, was a minus 160, but he had 23 assists and 7 goals. We'll take a look here. Toninato, he scored the first goal in franchise history. He had 10 goals and 23 points. And just scrolling down here, Gauthier had 10 goals, 14 points. Ovechkin also had 14 points. And then Cullen, the team lowest, 5 points, only 2 goals. And we'll take a look here at our goalies. You've got Petrov, who got the only victory, 1-22-1. And then Devin, he was the starter goalie. But our guys played weird games just because they would have already been getting pulled. But 0 wins, 58 losses. Honestly, the save percentages are solid. The goals against, they are what they are, obviously, for the start. Rookie skaters, pretty much everybody on our team. We'll take a look at the rookie skaters in the league, though. Pavel Bure, we couldn't draft him, unfortunately. It goes to Chicago, and he puts up a Calder-winning season. You've got Demidov, Kavanov, Shabanov, and more rounding it out. And then we will just take a look only at the league leaders here. Tage Thompson, with 104 points, wins the Art Ross. McKinnon right behind him, same as Fiala. We'll take a look at the goal leaders. McKinnon wins himself a Marigas Rocket Trophy, 58 goals. And Quinn Hughes had 91 points, 82 assists. Morgan Riley with 72 assists, and Nylander rounding it out with 70. Now taking a look at the goalies, you can see win-wise, we had Mackenzie Blackwood with 39 wins and Wolf and Thompson trailing him. Save percentage-wise, we have starting goalie being Ottinger, Binnington, and Shesterkin with the most. And then goals against-wise from starters, you have Otter once again, Shesterkin, and Kemper. So most likely Otter is going to pick up the Vezina. Let's just see quickly our record in the AHL. Okay, there we are, guys. Looking at our AHL record, the Aces were 8th, 17 wins, 49 losses. We don't really care about the team stats there. We have no prospects down there. So without wasting any more time here, I will just sim right up to the draft. I'll make sure to show you guys who wins the cup, and then we'll take a look at the draft class and let you guys have a suggestion on who we should draft going into episode number 3. So here we are, guys. The playoffs have ended. Your Stanley Cup champions are the Edmonton Oilers. So finally, after 3 years of making it, they finally are able to hoist Lord Stanley's Cup. And the Toronto Marlies are the Calder Cup champions. So luck is on our side. The Saskatoon Bison have won the draft lottery, and we are drafting Gavin McKenna. You've got the Rangers moving up from 5 to 2, and that's Carolina's pick. So Carolina had a bad year. The Islanders are picking 3rd, Boston's picking 4th, and the Sharks are picking 5th. Alright, guys, so here you can see the Edmonton Oilers won the Stanley Cup. They also won the President's Trophy, and they played the Washington Capitals. We'll take a look at the individual awards. So Thompson did win the Art Ross and the Hart. Riley picked up his first ever Norris Trophy. Quinn Hughes won the Lady Byng. Calder went to Bure. Hyman gets the Conn Smythe. You've got Otter winning the Vezina like I predicted. Stuart Skinner gets the William M. Jennings. Siegel wins the Bill Masterton. So I will note that down. I'll keep a little spreadsheet tracking who wins awards. But congratulations to Nicholas Siegel on winning the first trophy for the Saskatoon Bisons. You've got Dan Muse, I think his name is Dan, winning the Jack Adams. You got Kopitar with the Frank J. Selk trophy. Thompson gets the Lindsay, and then McKinnon won the Maurice Rocket Richard. Alright, so here you can see, guys, taking a look at the draft class. Gavin McKenna has medium franchise potential. Surprised our scouts actually got that. I would have drafted him no matter what because I know that's what he is. He has elite edges and tape to tape as his X Factor abilities. He had a really good year, 40 goals, 89 assists. Just some other guys. Here you've got Chandler Parks, Alec Cove, you've got Keaton Verhoff, as well as Tynan Lawrence. Those are some other guys there. And we'll take a look at Steinberg as well. He didn't do as good, but he plays in Europe. So yeah, in most videos, there would be some room for discussion. You know, who are we going to draft? Do we want to take a defenseman? But this is a no-brainer. This might be the only chance we get to draft a franchise player. So we are 100% drafting Gavin McKenna. We will take a look here, sorting by potential, to see if our scouts did unlock anybody else, although I doubt that they did. So we know a couple of top 6 forwards. Yonkman we will not get a chance to draft. We will be pinning Krog, and we will draft him, a top 6 forward grinder. And hopefully we've got some defensemen scouted as well. There's another one. We will draft him as well. Defenseman. Well, hopefully we will draft him. It looks like these guys are scouted around the same. So we might not get a chance, but we do need to pin everybody that has even a little bit of potential. We want to make sure that we are picking good players with our picks as best that we can. So we've got a couple of bottom 6 forwards that we can pin. And then we'll take a look over at the goalie side of things. LaSalle, yeah, he is usually pretty highly rated, but we will not get a chance to draft him. So yeah, this draft might not be best for goalies, but at least it looks like we are going to be able to pick up a couple of forwards. And hopefully as well, guys, we can get a couple defensemen. We've got a couple of 7th D. I will just pin these guys. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me here in episode number 2. Here with our Saskatoon Bison in our Draft to Glory series. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys, on what we should do with some of our later picks, if we should prioritize forwards or defensemen, as well as with our coach, what we should do, if we should change him out right away for a coach with better teaching, or if we should wait until he retires and then we're allowed to go get a different coach. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. YouTube, I'm very excited for this series, and the best is yet to come. We'll see you in the next one.